أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Welcome again, viewers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, anywhere you might be listening to our voices or watching this video from. This is once again a program for our school meeting the head of school. In the previous episodes, we have interviewed a couple of Muxwa Oasis students and also some pupils from a junior school, which is the Muxwa Ladies. So we have another candidate here with us today, and she's a candidate. She's a student of JSS3 class, preparing for, of course, a junior WAEC, as we call it. So can we meet you? Who do we have here?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi. So my name is Roda Ismail and I'm here for the interview.
Okay, Roda Ismail, like I said earlier, is one of our very intelligent students. Now, I want you to take us through your journey. All right, coming from Muxwa Lilies, joining Muxwa SS College. I remember that I was part, maybe you don't know this anyways, I was part of that decision before your parents decided that they were going to bring you to Muxwa SS College, because literally we started like maybe going to 4 years now. So a lot of people are afraid, in school that, of course, they have been enjoying Muxwa Lilies, but when you are starting a new school, you don't have any record yet. So a lot of people are afraid, well, what are they going to give us? Is it going to be a standard school and all of that? So I was literally part of that journey, helping your parents to decide that, yes, inshallah, we have a lot of things in place in Muxwa Oasis College. Now, looking at that journey, I think you joined us in Primary 4, Primary 3, if I'm correct, and then you did 2 years before you now join Muxwa Oasis. So at the end of this session, you must have spent like maybe 5 years. So the journey of your 5 years, I want you to summarize it in just 1 minute.
Okay, so when I came to Muxwa, I came in primary 3. So I used to find it difficult with the Yoruba language and Arabic language.
Okay.
So, like alphabets in Yoruba, I don't know because I was coming from a school that they used to teach us Yoruba and Arabic. So when I got to this, I don't know Yoruba at all.
Okay.
So I used to struggle. I used to find it hard to speaking Yoruba and Arabic language. So I started gradually. So when I got to primary 4. So my Arabic language, it improved, because the teacher that was teaching us used to break down the Arabic into smaller, it used to break down little bits to understand. So, but the Yoruba, I used to find it hard, but alhamdulillah, gradually I later learned Yoruba. So when I got to primary 5, and the position, I've never gotten first, second, third, primary 3, primary 4, primary 5. So in primary 5, my Yoruba and Arabic languages improved, alhamdulillah, but my Yoruba, I'm still finding it difficult to learn it, but my Arabic is, I know Arabic very well. So when I got to JSS1, then I started my journey in secondary school. So I had the determination that I'm going to be the first position in JSS1. So I started my journey, and alhamdulillah, I was the first. I had my competitors with me, so I was like, no, that I'm not going to allow anybody to get that first position, that I was get the first position. But alhamdulillah, I was the first in JSS1. In JSS2, there are some subjects that are new to me, like business studies. So the calculations and everything, I used to find it hard, but I used to take my time. I read in the middle of the night and everything. Just to, alhamdulillah, I also got the first position, even though I used to feel hot when other people surpassed me. But I would just tell myself that it's part of life, that you fail, sometimes you win. So in JSS3 now, so I want to, my determination is to get the first position, and I'm working towards it. And I'm also preparing for my Becker. We have done some mock exams and everything. So I am like, so for the Becker exam, I'm preparing hard for it. I read in the middle of the night and everything. I used to say my prayers so that
I really wanted to ask. I wanted to be specific about the effort you are putting into your academics. I mean, talking about, for me, really, position doesn't really matter.
Yes.
The first position in this school. If you pick all the first positions in all schools in JSS3, one person will still come first, one person will still come last. So for me, what is important is that having the confidence that, yes, because your average is what matters, your percentage. So you can become first in class with 56%. I'm not sure that is nice. But when you think that, I mean, there are a lot of competitions in our school, I know, and so as other schools. So position for me. So I'll just help you readdress what should matter to you. It is good when you get the first position. But what should matter to you is that at least you are comfortable in your academic journey and you are doing well. So talking about the Becker exam now, you wanted to start talking about the effort. So I wanted to ask specifically, That what effort do you think you are putting? This is a junior WAEC, which will certify you to go to the next
Similar.
phase of your academic journey, going into SS1 and deciding whether you are going to be a science student or commercial act, as the case may be. So tell us those efforts, the specific, what are the things you are putting in place to ensure that you come out in flying colors in the exams that you want to
Okay.
write?
So the effort, like I have different textbooks. So I check the question I'm not able to solve. I bring it to my teacher. Sometimes I give it to my parents that to help me out. So and I also help my fellow colleagues. Like we work together. The one I don't understand, I meet another person. We'll share different ideas together, and we'll be able we'll later be able to
So
solve that question. And also, I read in the middle of the night. So after Ishai, I read, then I sleep, then I wake up
again,
later, then I'll
and
start reading before I go to sleep back. And
so in your earlier introduction, you spoke about your earlier struggle in Yoruba and Arabic, and maybe that was one of the reasons why you feel that you were not doing well at that time, because Yoruba and Arabic, they were compulsory. So I know that you have a Yoruba background, right? So what is the reason for that? I want to know the reasons for that Yoruba for struggle. Is it just because you were not doing it in your previous school?
no, because I was not living in Ibadan before. I was
Okay,
living in Delta State.
Delta State. Okay,
So they don't speak
I
Yoruba
get
very
it.
well.
I
So
get
when
it
I
now.
got to Ibadan, so my mom used to speak Yoruba with me, but I had to find out to
To
respond with
respond.
her. So
Okay.
when I got to Ibadan, so when we started the Yoruba class, I don't know anything Yoruba at all. So I used to feel bad when they ask questions and I will not be able to answer. I'll just be looking like so. I will answer in English. So some of my colleagues will now
Translate.
translate it in Yoruba for
Okay.
me. So that's when I put it in my mind that I'm going to learn that Yoruba.
So how is your Yoruba now, if I may ask?
Is my Yoruba is better than before.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what
Mm,
number will you give it?
I give myself
A
6.
6/10. Okay, you are coming up. That's a good one. So let's be a little bit personal now. What is your future ambition, and what informed your decision to wanting to study the course that you want to study in the university?
So I wanted to become an accountant before.
Okay.
I later
Change your
yes,
mind.
I changed my mind that I don't want to go for commercial because of when this secondary junior secondary school I used to find it difficult with business study, the accounting, the cash book and everything. I was like so I was like that accounting that I'm
It's
not
not
going
for
for
you.
accounting again. So I decided I'm going to go for science and I'm going to study engineering.
Engineering.
I don't like medicine.
Okay, yeah, it's okay. Like which aspect of it? There are so many aspects of the engineering.
Software engineering.
Software engineering. Okay, so that means you must be doing well with your ICT and digital technologies. Okay, so um, I wanted to know your perspective about. I mean, I know in your academic journey you've come across a lot of teachers,
Yes.
who has made impact in your lives. But if you must single out one particular person, who you think the name rings bell on your head almost every time. So who would that person be?
Mm. Can I say a past teacher?
Of course, yes,
Okay.
somebody that at one point in time you discover maybe you were struggling with a particular thing, and with the help of that person, you were able to come out.
Miss Dawood.
Okay, tell us about Mr. Wood.
That was a very nice teacher. She was our class teacher when we were in Justice One, and I used to struggle with basic science, Yoruba, of course. But with her help, I used to go and meet her. So she's going to motivate me more that I should put my mind in all what I
Give a
alhamdulillah.
shout out to Mrs. Dao. I know she's one of our fans in this episode. She watched every episode and likes the episode. A message to Mrs. Dawood.
Miss Dao, thank you very much for all what you have done to me. Thank you, and God and Allah. I hope Allah enrich your pockets with more knowledge and your children. May you reap the soul
She
of
has
your
a baby
labor.
now.
Yes.
Shout out to her baby.
Mazida to Khair.
Okay.
May Allah increase you in knowledge and understanding.
Okay. Thank you very much. I want
Okay.
to also get your perspective about the current insecurity situation in Nigeria. But to be more specific now, the education sector has been hit very hard due to the recent kidnapping issue that happened in Oyo State, very close to us here. And parents are currently in the panic mode now. Nobody wants their children
To be
to go to school.
kidnapped.
And if you want to destroy a nation, they used to say that just stop the children from going to school and the nation will be destroyed. So, of course, before now, a lot of parents still struggle to send their kids to school. But even now, after the situation of the insecurity, a lot of parents are now in the panic mode. So I want you to tell us, or maybe you advise the government, or tell us your perspective about it, or what do you think the government can do to solve this situation of insecurity in
Okay,
the country?
so the government, it is corruption that is making everything insecure. There's corruption in Nigeria, and I'm going to advise the government that they should try as much as possible to to curb that corruption. Like now, the government, if you elect a president or a governor now, they you elect them for their own
Selfish
yes,
interest.
their own selfish interest. They just want to take the money. Like they don't want to help the people of the nation, of the state. So I advise the government that they should try as much as possible to like to they should try as much as possible to be able to curb that corruption, especially police officers. Like now, if you are traveling now, you see a police officer and you still be asking to give them.
Money.
We're not going to inform those people in their office that that you receive the money or
So the
anything.
perspective you
So
are looking at is if corruption can be shunned
yes,
or get rid of, you think it will really solve the issue of the insecurity.
insecurity.
Okay, that's a nice one. So finally, I want to know if you can recommend a school for prospective parents outside, and if you can, if you must say to people that are watching us that are looking for a school that combines Islamic education and Western education. So first of all, two questions in one. Can you recommend that school? That's one. Then secondly, what are the things you will say that you think would entice a parent that they want to join our school?
So I recommend all parents to bring their child to Muxalil and Oasis College, and also in Muxfar. Muxfar is a kind of school, an Islamic school which deals they combine both Western education and Islamic education with extracurricular activities. So those extracurricular activities like karate, football, sports, and all these games and everything. So I advise parents to bring their children to Muxfar because Muxfar is a nice and a serene school. It has a serene environment, and we have good quality teachers. We have the state of the art facilities. We have the libraries, ICT lab. All our facilities are okay. So I advise parents to bring their children to a kind of school like Moxie.
That's very wonderful of you. I really appreciate that. I'm sure that the school now will also appreciate the way you have marketed our school. So finally, do you speak Arabic?
Yes.
Because you talked about struggling with Arabic when you joined, but now I think you can. So I want you to say a goodbye. Just a short goodbye in form of a message to our viewers in Arabic.
Okay. Ma salam ya abi wa ummi.
Okay, so thank you very much for giving us your time to grace this interview. We hope that some other time when we have questions.